Yes, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Hope each and every single one of you are doing well out there. What a game of football we've just witnessed. Genuinely, what a game of football. So much to dive into. The Premier League title race is going down to the last day, and Manchester City are going in with a 2-point swing. We're going to jump straight into it. Make sure you go down, smash that like button. We are, as it stands, under 100 subscribers away from 6,000, which is absolutely ridiculous, by the way. It's nuts, the support on this channel. Tottenham 0, Manchester City 2. A game which I don't actually think Manchester City played well. I think Tottenham were the better team. More possession, some great goal scoring opportunities, and every Arsenal and Villa fan around the world, well, Villa will be absolutely delightful because they're back into the Champions League for the first time in decades. And Arsenal fans will be absolutely gutted that practically now, if Man City win on Sunday, which you can imagine they're going to, looking at the run of form they're in, that will be it. They will be the Premier League champions. And listen, first thing I want to say is there's no shame in Arsenal losing the Premier League title race. You are up against arguably the greatest footballing side England has ever seen. And they've lost Mahrez, they've lost Gundogan, they've lost Sane, Jesus, Zinchenko. You know, the names they've lost, Sterling, over Cole Palmer over the last 3 or 4 years, and somehow they keep managing to get results. They've got a winning mentality, and it's something that needs to be installed at football clubs. Arsenal are getting there, but there's no shame. Like, Liverpool have lost to Manchester City for the last, they've won one league title in 8 years. You know, on the game in general, I don't think City were that great. I just think they've got a knack of getting results. You know, Tottenham had more shots, more possession, more corners, you know, more passing, roughly the same passing accuracy. Tottenham had some big chances that game. Son's glorious chance in the second half, you know, when it was 1-0. Some absolute madness from Ederson. Ortega comes on, makes a massive save for City. In terms of the game, in terms of the lineup, I was delighted with the lineup. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Pedro Porro, Romero, Dragusin, and Van der Ven, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Maddison, Sarr, Johnson, and Son. And Sarr kind of played in a advanced attacking role, and the midfield kind of worked at the forward and the midfield line, kind of moved as a unit and made it really hard for Manchester City to play the way they do. You know, we know City dominate possession. We know City normally dominate football matches. But today, we made it really hard for them. And Man City struggled in times in that game. Obviously, Haaland got both the goals. He's off season. I think he's still got 26 or 27 goals. It's absolutely, he is a monstrous goal scorer. Genuinely. You know, the first half, we defended brilliantly. We were blocking everything. We were defending corners, which is a rarity. We had some good chances. We were getting in the final third. We were keeping hold of the ball. We were playing out of City's press. We were pressing City well. We played really well. I'm disappointed we haven't got Champions League. Obviously, congratulations to Aston Villa. Unai Emery has done an unbelievable job there. You know, only taking over there roughly, 2 years ago, getting them into the Conference League semi-finals, and now getting them back into the Champions League. He's done a remarkable job there. And in my opinion, he probably should get Manager of the Year, looking at how well he's done. You know, it's practically guaranteed. Well, it is guaranteed. We can't get it. You know, in terms of Tottenham, 1 win in our last 5 games. It's not the best form. But in that run, we've played Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Newcastle. I'm not making excuses, but that's a very hard run of games. The game goes in 0-0 at half-time. You know, the first half were actually flown by. You know, it's just you could tell that the fans in the stadium, the home fans, didn't really know what to do. It's like a normal Tottenham fan, you would, as a normal football fan, you don't want your rival winning the league, but you also want your team to win. So you're in a very awkward situation where you don't really know what you want. It's like having you're attracted to 2 people and you don't know which one to pick. And it's almost like if you choose one, like if Tottenham would have won that game, it would have been great because we can push on into potentially the last game of the season, getting Champions League. But then you're also all summer and for the rest of a long, long time, you're going to hear your rivals constantly celebrating. And I get it. I would rather see Tottenham do well, but at the same time, it's in the back of my mind. Do I want Arsenal to win the league? Probably not, but I'll give Arsenal some props because they have been fantastic this season, and they still maybe very, very slim chance to win the league. I can't see Man City not beating West Ham. West Ham at the moment are in absolutely diabolical form. Spanked by Chelsea, spanked by Palace, beaten at home by Fulham, beaten against Newcastle. And again, they were leading, absolutely horrendous form at the moment. And we know David Moyes is practically guaranteed to be going at the end of the season. In terms of the goals, though, Kevin De Bruyne plays a wonderful pass into a very, very dangerous area. And all Haaland can do really is tap it in. It's harder to miss than score. And when you talk about big moments, when you talk about match-winning players, Man City have had so many great ones over the years. The Gundoğans, the Morris, the Sterlings, the Jesus. And Erling Haaland in this one stepped up on the goal line, taps it in, makes it 1-0. And then all of a sudden, a couple of two moments happened of absolute madness where I think it was Romero. Yeah, it was Romero. Romero absolutely clattered into Ederson, which I think he's got every right to go for that ball. And I don't think it's not right to, like, if anyone says that's a nasty tackle, I disagree, because I think he has got absolutely every right to go for that ball, in my opinion. In terms of the injury, obviously it was quite a bad one. Ederson ended up getting concussed, basically having an argument with Pep Guardiola on the touchline. And, it is what it is. Like, self and safety comes in, and you've got to, take the protocols into consideration. And at the moment, I think it was the right decision to do. Ortega comes on, by the way. This guy probably is the best number 2 goalkeeper in world football. What a save. Heung-min Son is one-on-one. He has been the catalyst for Manchester City's downfall over the years. Heung-min Son has delivered time and time and time and time again against Man City. You think back to the Champions League games, home and away against Man City, where he delivered home and away. Like, I genuinely think that Manchester City, when you're playing like that, you need an element of luck. You're on the back foot. Tottenham are pressing. Son's throw on goal. Ortega sticks a leg out. You could say it as a poor finish. I'm going to give credit to the goalkeeper. I think it's a fantastic save. I think it's a very, very, very good save. And Man City get a lifeline. He makes the save. And then around, I think it was the 85th minute, maybe later. Oh, no, I think it was around the 90th minute. Foden plays one of the best passes you are likely to see all season into Jeremy Doku's path. And he cuts up Porro. Porro brings him down, gives away the penalty. Erling Haaland steps up, hits it with so much power, and it goes past Vicario. Unfortunately for us, we lose the game 2-0. I'm not disappointed because I think Tottenham played relatively well in the game, and we showed that we could go toe-to-toe with Manchester City. We just lack that cutting edge, and we will get that cutting edge in time when we buy better players, But Manchester City are, I said it the other day, they are mentality monsters. As well as Arsenal are. Both teams are mentality monsters. They are genuinely one of the best teams I've ever seen in my life. This Manchester City team and the Pep Guardiola Barcelona team. You can say what you want about the charges. I get that. Obviously, that's an element of it. If they have cheated, then they do need to be punished. But I'm going to base it on alleged at the moment because the court case hasn't been done yet. But this Manchester City team are just simply incredible. 93 goals scored in the league. They're just absolutely ridiculous. Like, they are unreal. And today, they go 2-0 in, 2-0 up. About 10 minutes added on time. Man City come away with the 3 points. At this moment in the title race, the only thing that is important is the 3 points. That is the only thing that is important, is the 3 points. It's all about getting the job done. That is all that matters from a Manchester City perspective. They've also got an FA Cup to play for. They could do the double, which, we're looking at one of the best assembled teams I've ever seen. In terms of the other team in the title race, Arsenal, they need to regroup, in my opinion, go again, bring in a couple more players. I know they've scored a lot of goals in the Premier League. I think they've scored something like 88, 89. I still think they need an out-and-out number 9. And I still probably think they need to go and buy number 6, because if Partey is going to go in the summer, I don't think you can really rely on, Jorginho to be that guy when you're in 4 competitions. Plus the fact that, Declan Rice is now really playing as an advanced 8 role. It's about going again. Eventually, they will get there. Liverpool won a league title, but this Manchester City team, there's no shame in losing them, because they are an absolute force to be reckoned with. They are just a different breed. They know how to get through results. They know how to win. They've done it for over a decade now. They're about to win their 4th Premier League title in a row, which has never been done. We're talking about record-breaking teams winning a treble. Harden 50 goals in his first year. Like, they are absolutely sublime. And it doesn't matter the personnel that comes in, the football and the performance level stays the same. They are genuinely world class. You can say, like, people can say what they want about like I said, the 115 charges. I get that, but they genuinely are unbelievable. And they've shown it tonight, going to a hostile ground, which they don't have the best record at. They've scored 2 goals, got a clean sheet, another clean sheet, which is just it's ridiculous. Clean sheets against Forest, Brighton, Chelsea, Fulham, Spurs, Arsenal, Newcastle in the cup, Bournemouth away, Brentford at home, Everton at home, Tottenham in the FA Cup. Like, they are just unbelievable. Like, you got to respect it. They are a joke. But in terms of Tottenham, I don't think we played that bad at all. I think we just were a little bit wasteful in the final third, but it's going down to the wire. Like I said, it was. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.